In early 2013, 21-year-old Elisa Lam arrived in Los Angeles alone. She was bright, curious, documenting her journey online, sharing thoughts, photos, pieces of her life. From the outside, everything seemed normal, but within days, something changed. She stopped calling home, she stopped posting, she simply disappeared. What followed would become one of the most unsettling mysteries ever caught on camera. A short elevator clip that still leaves people disturbed to this day. Elisa was staying at the Cecil Hotel. At first glance, it was just another hotel, aging, inexpensive, easy to overlook. But behind its walls was a different story. For decades, the Cecil had been tied to violence, tragedy, and death. Guests had taken their own lives there. Murders had taken place inside its rooms. Even serial killers had once stayed under its roof. It wasn't just a place people checked into. It was a place people didn't always leave. And Elisa had no idea. On January 31st, Elisa Lam vanished. No signs of a struggle, no witnesses, no clear timeline, just gone. Her parents knew something was wrong almost immediately. Elisa wasn't the type to disappear. Police searched the hotel from top to bottom. Rooms were checked, corridors cleared. The rooftop, even that, was inspected. Search dogs were brought in, but they found nothing. No trace. It was as if the building itself had swallowed her, until one piece of footage surfaced. The video begins simply. Elisa steps into an elevator. She presses a button, then another, then several more, almost all of them. But the doors don't close, they just stay open. She leans forward, cautiously, peering into the hallway. Then suddenly, she jerks back inside, as if she's hiding. She presses herself into the corner, trying to stay out of sight, waiting, watching. The doors remain open. No one enters, no one appears. But Elisa reacts, like someone is there. She steps out again, looks left, then right. Her movements slow, unnatural. Her hands begin to move, twisting, gesturing, as if she's communicating with something we can't see, or something just outside the frame. And then, just like that, she walks away, calmly, quietly. The elevator doors finally close. No one else enters, no one follows, and Elisa Lam is never seen alive again. Days pass, then weeks. Inside the hotel, something begins to feel wrong. Guests start complaining. The water pressure is weak, the taste off, the color strange. Something isn't right. Eventually, a maintenance worker is sent to the rooftop to check the water tanks. What he finds is something no one could have expected. Inside one of the tanks is Elisa Lam. Her body had been there for days, floating in the hotel's water supply. The same water guests had been using, drinking, showering in, and the questions only get darker. How did she get to the roof? The access points were locked. How did she get into the tank? The lid was heavy, difficult to open, and according to reports, it had been closed. No clear signs of violence, no clear explanation, just silence and confusion. So what happened to Elisa Lam? One explanation is psychological. She had spoken openly about struggles with mental health. Some believe she was experiencing a severe episode. Paranoia, hallucinations, fear without a visible cause. But others aren't convinced. Was she running from someone? If so, why does no one else appear in the footage? No shadow, no reflection, nothing. Then there are the theories people don't like to talk about, the ones that don't fit neatly into logic. Something unseen, something unexplained. Because when people watch that footage, they all feel the same thing, that Elisa wasn't alone. The death of Elisa Lam was eventually ruled an accident. But for many, that answer doesn't feel complete. Not after the footage, not after the details, not after everything that doesn't quite add up. Some mysteries fade with time. This one hasn't. So the question remains, what really happened in that elevator?
If this case stayed with you, you're not the only one. There are more stories like this, more mysteries that don't quite make sense. So if you want to go deeper, hit subscribe, because some stories don't want to be forgotten.